All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to Tips from Elaine's Desk. Elaine Proby here, CEO of PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, and Tips from Elaine's Desk. All right. Hey, John. Good afternoon. Thanks for jumping in here. Thanks for jumping in. You guys hit like and share on this video. Hey, Rob. Thanks for jumping in, bro. Thanks for tuning in today. You guys hit like and share on this video. We're going to have a quick and very interesting conversation today, and it is about, is your social media money taxable? And in today's space, everyone is on social media making money one way or another. Some people are just being straight influencers. Other people are having their business completely online. People are selling stuff online. But we want to talk about people who are in social media, especially the influencers, people who are just earning money from being on TikTok, being on IG, being on all these other social media space, right? So, hey, Sharon, thanks for jumping in. Hi, Elaine Proby is stopping by Friday to drop my taxes off. I love it. Dropping your tax papers off. Awesome. All right, so guys, let's jump right into this conversation today. The first one is we want to talk about income. Let's talk about income, social media money, income, monies you made on there, what exactly those income are we're talking about. And of course, we know income is all the monies that you receive, whether goods or services, and monies that you've earned. You may have earned it now, you may have earned it before, but once you receive it in form of, let's say, pension, things like that, that's income. And of course, once you got income, there's taxes involved, right? So we want to make sure that everyone is fully aware of what the income is that we're talking about here. People have earned income in different formats, and so we need to know what that is. And of course, when you work as a wage earner, you get a W-2, so you have earned income there. Income comes from different places. Unemployment, if you're unemployed, that's taxable income. Most people are not really aware of that, but that's income. And we want to talk about income that you have to report to the government, right? So we'll start with that. Again, rental income, if you have properties that you're renting out, whatever that asset is, you're getting money for, that's considered rental income. We have royalties, monies that you receive. Let's say for a lot of people who are in the industry, entertainment, they get monies and residuals. They get these royalties, money coming in. Those income are taxable as well. Investments, if you have monies in stocks and bonds and other business investments, that is also taxable income, guys. Want to make sure that you really understand what income is. Some people think that certain things they don't pay taxes on. If they retire and they're now receiving that money, they don't have to pay taxes. If you retired, you get Social Security, you don't have to pay taxes. A lot of times, if you're unemployed and you get that money, it's not taxable, but you have to make sure, one, you know that that is income, and then two, of course, you'll determine whether or not, you know, it's taxable. So first of all, I want to define income so you guys are fully aware that's money that you do receive from different sources. And especially if you on social media and you get monies anywhere for any reason on social media, that is also income. So we'll talk about the deduction and the taxes that's going to be involved with that. Hey, Risha, good afternoon. Lerner Smith, thank you for the hearts. Thanks for jumping in here, you guys. Hit like and share on this video. We are talking about whether your social media money is taxable. I know a lot of you guys out there as social media influencers and you're making money. A lot of times you make money on social media, depending on the popularity, depending on, you know, who is sponsoring, all that kind of stuff. You can make money on social media. Okay, so we know what income is. So let's get into the deductible expenses, because of course you pay taxes on your net profit. Any income that you make, you get to write off deductions, of course, and then you pay taxes on the net income. So before we get into the taxable amount of your income on social media, let's talk about what deductions can you take. Okay, so second point, deductible expenses. Now we know all of the monies that you spend in order to earn income is a tax deduction. Some of it 100%, some of it maybe a portion of it. However, any money that you spend to earn money, you get to deduct it, right? So for instance, all the advertising that you spend dollars on, people have sponsored ads that you place on social media. So people is aware of your site. They know that you exist. You spend money on that stuff. You get to write that off. All the monies that you spend in keeping up your website, you get to write that off as well. You know, network expenses, subscription. You know, we have to pay subscription on all these various sites. Sometimes a lot of them are free, but a lot of them you have to pay a subscription for, right? So that is all deductible, guys. Make sure the cost of creating your content. Now, as a social media or an influencer, you have content that you come online and you do on a regular basis. Sometimes we have someone that's writing these contents for us, right? We have content writers. We also have social media manager, people who are on there that's making sure that our stuff goes out on a regular basis. So monies that you pay out for this kind of stuff, you get to write off. Okay, so if you employ someone, if you just physically have employees working for you, you have to pay them. Again, you have a payroll. That money is deductible, whatever you pay out there. So anyone that's creating the information that you use on your social media site as an influencer, these are all deductible expenses. So like anything else, you make the money, and of course you have to pay out some monies in order for you to make that money. Subscription fees, again, the marketing, a lot of marketing happens as a social media influencer. There's a lot of marketing that takes place so the world can literally find you. Now, just remember there's so many people on there. So you have to keep marketing so people can always come and find you. And this is how you make your money on social media. Okay, so people have to know that you exist amongst everybody else that's out there. You get to write up all this, any advertising you do, whether it's on Twitter, any one of the platforms. Just keep in mind, any one of the platform, anything you spend on there is considered a deductible expense. Okay, so I want everybody to know, along with all the other stuff, your consultant fees, your attorney's fees, all that other stuff. If in fact you have a physical space that you do business, wardrobes, all this stuff is a deductible expense. Travel, all the regular stuff is also deductible. However, because you're online, there are other soft costs that you pay that a lot of other people don't pay, and those things are a deductible expense. Okay, so make sure that you guys are fully aware of this. Keep track of this stuff, right? Keep track of this stuff. Have a bank account that you use that you can also pay, put your money in, and then pay everything out of, so you can track this at the end of the year, right? So this takes us to the third point, which is the whole key to this whole thing, the tax obligation. Is your social media money taxable, which is what we're talking about today. So hit like and share on this video. Third point, tax obligation. Now, like I said, most income is taxable unless it's legally exempt, right? Unless it's legally exempt. If you have a non-exempt organization and you get monies in, contributions and things like that, grants, stuff like that, some of that stuff is not taxable. We're speaking of the money that you make on social media. After you make that money and deduct your expenses, the rest of it becomes taxable income. That is your net profit. Now, because you are self-employed, this is the deal. You're not working for someone. You're not on their payroll, so they're not giving you a W-2. Because you're self-employed, you have got to report all of your income, even if somebody didn't give you a 1099, right? So like a lot of folks who are self-employed, I didn't get the paper, so I don't know what to report. Well, you're supposed to keep track of your income. You have to report everything you make, whether you got a 1099. And then if you use one of those third-party payers, you know, like Zelle and all of the other stuff out there that people pay you with, you guys know they're supposed to give you 1099s. Now, if you don't get that 1099K, you know how much money you make. Make sure, guys, you track this stuff, because the government, they're going to audit this. So you have to make sure that you deduct all of your expenses, and now you have to pay taxes on the net profit. As a self-employed person, Social Security taxes, you have to pay on any profit over $400. So this is an obligation that you must do, pay your Social Security taxes. Now, of course, in addition to Social Security taxes, you have to pay income taxes on your profit. So look, there's no different in making money on social media, no different as you earning income as a social media influencer as anyone else who have any other type of business. So there's no exception to this rule because you're in social media, okay? A lot of people feel like they do something on there, someone pays them some money and it's exempt from everything because it's online. Not at all. It is just as if you are operating any other business, okay? So if you are self-employed, if you did not form a corporation or an LLC, you will report all that money on your personal tax return on your Schedule C, and then you will then pay your taxes from your personal tax return. Now, if for some reason you have incorporated yourself as a social media influencer, and you created a corporation of sorts, then of course the corporation will file those taxes and pay those taxes, okay? So I just want you guys to get that straight. Some people seem to think that, okay, we are on the World Wide Web, and so it is exempt and it's handled different. There's nothing different from making money on social media and paying your taxes as you should, deducting your expenses as you should. All right, so those are my 3 points today. Just getting it clear, because in the world we're in today, everyone is in that space. And so we want to make sure everybody understands how this process works. Glenn Sampson, how are you doing? Thanks for jumping in here. He says knowledge. All right. So we're talking about social media money taxable. Guys, hit like and share on this video. Let me recap these 3 points. Very important. Income defined. What is income? And that's the monies that you earn. Since we're speaking of social media, and money that they're paid, that's paid to you, all the sponsorship money, whatever you earn on social media, people who are just sending you money because they like what you're doing on social media, all that stuff is considered income, and that money you must report, right? And then on the second point, deductible expenses. Any money that you spend in order to make that money, any of your online subscription, any of your content creators who've helped you, any of the bloggers, people who help put you out there, people who help sponsor you out there, all of your sponsored ads, all of the stuff, traveling, your wardrobe, that is also a deductible expenses, because you have to look a certain way. So all that stuff you get to deduct, along with all the other stuff, your consultation fee, your accounting fees, and things like that. All right, so make sure that you keep track of all of your deductible expenses. And let's see, Laverne Smith, thanks for jumping in here. All right. And Risha said, let me see, I got to put these glasses on so I can see what that comment is. That comment says, all right, she says, when is the date to file your taxes? What is the date to file, last date to file your taxes? So the personal taxes last date to file is April 15th, Risha. So that's the last date to file, April 15th. And if you don't get them filed on time, we can file a 6-month extension, and then you can file them, down the road 6 months later. Okay, so that's the date for that. And of course, guys, we were talking about the second point, which is deductible expenses that you can deduct. And then, of course, the third point, the tax obligation. You must pay Social Security taxes on your net profit. If you're self-employed, if you did not form a corporation, you have to pay your Social Security taxes and your income taxes on that profit like everybody else. So there's nothing exempt here, unless you're running a nonprofit organization, a tax exempt organization. If that is not the case, honey, we have to pay taxes. Okay, so that's my 3 points today. So let's go back into, if you guys need any further questions, clarification. And I always have to end with this, because I know saying this really fast, sometimes, you don't get it all. So if you really want further explanation, go to PROBY'S.com. PROBY'S.com. There is a calendar there. Get on there and make sure that you book yourself a 50-minute free consultation. We can go over this stuff. I can really get you to understand all this. I do have clients who are on social media, who are social media influencers. So I can definitely assist you guys in that process if you're a little confused about this. And or call the office at 323-290-9034. Call the office and book yourself an appointment. And don't forget, like Risha asked, it is tax season. Make sure that you get all of your tax information in. I think Sharon said the same thing. She's dropping off her taxes, guys. Make sure that you get all your stuff in to PROBY'S Tax and Accounting so we can take care of you. Those of you who don't need to leave your home or office, you can go to our website, upload all of your documents. Everything is done virtually. We can have everything processed, signed, DocuSign, e-file, e-pay, and you don't have to leave the comfort of your own home. And I had another question yesterday, guys. Wherever you are, we can get your taxes done. I have clients who have moved. I have a client just called me yesterday and moved to Vegas, wondering if I can still do her taxes. And yes, we can do it anywhere you are. Okay, so that's it for that. So with that said, you guys, stay in tune. I know we have the date for the workshop on at elainesdesk.com. That information is there, so you can go there and sign up for the workshop as well. So we're going to put more of that out pretty soon. We're just waiting for the tax crunch to, really pass on. So we'll have that more information on that. So stay tuned. Come back here on Thursday. What are we talking about on Thursday? So Thursday we are going to have to put this on because I can't see Thursday. Thursday, we are going to be talking about 3 essential steps to happy retirement. 3 essential steps to happy retirement, guys. A lot of us, when we are young, we're not thinking about retiring, and for the most part, stuff just creeps up on you. So we want to start early. We want to plan for retirement, and so we're gonna talk about 3 steps that you can do for a happy retirement. So you can go on and enjoy the rest of your life financially wealthy. So I think that's it for now. Someone said something else. Let's see here. All right. Alice Smith jumped on. All right. Hey, Alice. Alice from the East Coast. How you doing? Okay, guys. So that said, I will let you guys go and have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday afternoon. Make sure you tune back in here Thursday at 1 p.m. Hit like and share this video so everybody can get this information as well. And if they ask you any question, I'm sure you guys will have all of the answers. So Joan says, have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much. And with that said, I want you guys to take care of each other and take care of yourself. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.